Okay, hello my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Alright, we're going to get straight to it because we have Davido, the fabulous musician, and his baby mama, who is none other than Sophia Momodu, who were in court over the custody of their daughter, 9-year-old daughter Imade. Imade lives with Sophia, and Davido was taking her to court because he wanted to have shared custody of Imade. He wants to be able to have Imade on the weekends, maybe, sometimes during the week. He wants to spend quality time with his daughter. He doesn't want to have a situation where they meet at a restaurant and they have X amount of hours and that is it. He wants more time with his child, justifiably so. So they were in court, and Sophia's lawyer said, well, if you want to have quality time with her and you are reassuring the court that she's safe in your hands and she'll be safe and protected, how can that be the case when your son lost his life in your home? When I tell you, Davido went off. Davido went all the way off. And justifiably so. He could not keep a thought in his head. He was so hurt. He said, how dare you bring up my son? How dare you bring up my deceased son? Do you think that this is the way to go? How dare you? I did the best by my son. How dare you? You a woman, you a lawyer, you may be a mother. How dare you bring up my son? You have no right. He went all the way off. It was so bad that he had to be taken out of the courtroom. They said, take out of the courtroom. By the time he had calmed down and they had brought him back into the courtroom, the court demanded an apology not only to the court but also to the lawyer. Davido said, I will apologize to the court, but over my dead body will I apologize to you. And that was where everything was said to rest. Davido came out and he had a couple of pointers to let everybody into the WhatsApp group, and that was how we knew of this. For sure, that's how I knew of it. He said, Davido reacts after his ex-girlfriend and baby mama Sophia is seen singing praises in a new post. So Davido on X, formerly known as Twitter, number one, he says, I never asked for full custody, I asked for joint custody. Number two, nobody won, nobody lost but Imade. So I don't know why some people are celebrating. There's nothing to celebrate. Number three, I've decided to drop the case because when I was spanking that lawyer in the courtroom, all she would get so frustrated because normally I finished school, I was finishing her until she brought out her last card, my deceased son. That's a no, lowest blow. Number four, my daughter will grow up knowing I fought for her. Let's move on. One love. I met Davido last year at a fantastic event that Juvia's Place threw for their followers, for their patrons, for all of the influencers, and Davido came out there to perform. When I tell you that this man rose the building, it was so electrifying to be in his space. I'm going to start with Davido. I'm going to go on to Sophia, and then I'm going to go on to the lawyer and to the court. Davido, when Ifeanyi passed away, we were fasting here. We did not know exactly when he had passed away. We just knew that he had been in the swimming pool. And we fasted, we prayed, we cried. When a mother cries, all mothers cry. And I felt it so badly for you and Choma. I'm getting goose pimples. I felt it so bad for you. We wept and we cried because that is every parent's worst nightmare. And I carried Ifeanyi in my heart. I love children. All children are mine. And I will want to tell you this. Ifeanyi's time on this earth was Ifeanyi's time on this earth. Nothing more. It could have happened anywhere. It could have happened at any time. It was not your fault. Ifeanyi came to teach us a lesson. Ifeanyi came to show you what love was. I remember you were with him in your swimming pool. And do you know, unbeknownst to you, Ifeanyi said, Daddy, I'm going to go soon. But I'm going to bring my brothers and sisters so that you're not alone. I will be with you everywhere in this world, as well as my mother Choma. But my job is done. He was to keep us humble and for us to know truly how painful love is, and for us to appreciate those that we love. That was Ifeanyi's purpose. It was to give you the gift that could never know any measure. It could never be measured. That was Ifeanyi's purpose. Because we are all God's children. God is the one that decides when we should go, when we should stay. But they are always in our hearts. And Ifeanyi came to you, Davido. He came to you because he knew that you would be the father of all fathers to him that would love him endlessly. I want you to remember that and take it in your heart, so that when anybody brings up Ifeanyi's name, you will never react the way you reacted in that hall. Because Ifeanyi's with you. Ifeanyi came to you. Ifeanyi chose you to be the father. He chose Choma to be the mother. That's not by mistake. That is truly by design. I also want you to understand that there should never have been a time for you to be in court with Sophia. When people break up, it's bitter, it's vicious, and we look to hurt each other. We are blinded by the hatred of each other where once upon a time was love. I had a couple who came to me, the same scenario, and the girlfriend became terribly sick, and he was still wanting to fight her in court. I said, this is not the time to fight her in court. This is the time for you to go to her house, sleep on the couch, take care of her, take care of your daughter, and make sure she is well. I told him, I said, trust me. He went and he stayed with her for 2.5 months. He dropped everything and he did the bidding. She was the one that said, there's no need for court. Take her when you want to, bring her when you can. If you say you're coming on Wednesday at 5, be there on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Go over and above. We as mothers, we really are cocoons, because our heart walks around us. It's no longer about us. And we are warriors, and women are the most vicious on this planet. If you think a man's strength can compete to a woman's viciousness, manipulation, calculation, then you do not know us women. I'm giving you this advice because the way you reacted only solidified that the court made the right choice. And the court necessarily would not have made the right choice. It's just that you fell into their trap. Lawyers, this woman did her job. And if push comes to shove, she could take you back to court for all the things that you have said about her, her son, who was not her son, by the way, and going on because you were so upset at how everything turned out. Were you justified? Yes, because you were upset. Were you justified because I know you could not sleep? Were you justified? I know because you wept. Were you justified because I know you asked God, God, why? Why did you let this woman do this to me? Because there are lessons in all of our mistakes. And we have to take the ego out of it. We have to take arrogance out of it. We have to take bullying and manipulation out of it. And that way we are humbled and you see it for what it is. Imade is your daughter and you will always have time with her. And because you're the artist that you are, I can understand you being so busy, you not being able sometimes to make it the way that you want to. Make the conscious effort. Now when you are with Imade, you are off, you're not working. You are not what? You are not working. You are with her, and let me tell you, be good to the child for the mother to see. Be good to the mother so that the child can learn. If I was not a mother today, I would not see it the way that I do. There are no winners and there are no losers. We are learning. We are still children and we also continue to learn. We have not mastered this thing called life. We have not. I extend to you a hug. I love you. I pray for you. I pray for trauma. You are blessed, blessed beyond measure. And I want you to know that Ifeanyi follows you everywhere. He follows you on stage. He was with you at the wedding. He will see you grow old. He wants you to continue living your life to the fullest and take care of his brothers and take care of his sisters. His job was done. His job was done from the moment you set eyes on him. It was not your fault. It was not what? It was not your fault. Sophia, you were dancing in celebration. And in more ways than one, I can understand. And I can also really truly understand how unnecessary that would have been because it looked spiteful. I know that Davido has been difficult with you. I know.
Israel, how many times did I call you?
You called me more than 5 times.
Israel, respect yourself. Because when David is maltreating Imade, all of you keep quiet and act as if you don't know what he's doing. All of you have kept quiet and watched this man abandon his child. Then you have your audacity to be telling, say, I dey take care of my pikin, they talk of your organ money. You people should mind yourself for Israel. The only reason why I'm not insulting you right now is because we are from the same place. Let me just tell you now.
Madam Sophie, listen now, listen to me. You're my sister now.
I'm not your sister. I don't know you like that.
Ask Oga if I've ever said bad of you, if I've not told him, if I've not been telling him to him about Imade. I'm telling you the fact, I'm telling you, why? Ask Oga that this is the lie I told you.
Israel, stop telling lies on me on social media. I don't like it.
No,
Your Oga has not spent a dime on his daughter in 3 years. Don't come and lie on him and say when I carry my pikin go Monaco, they say, which dirty Oga money? Not be una they chop una Oga money. You they follow una chop una Oga money.
Madam, I'm sorry, but Sophia, I beg.
The first time you did this thing, I told you in Tiwa's house, don't try this thing with me again. You thought I was joking. You don't say me, they always mind my business. I know they find anybody trouble. I always stay to myself. I don't like this Israel. I don't like this Israel.
I know that he has done things that have hurt your heart. And I know parenting is not the good times. And it is so unfair. Parenting is the hard times. Parenting is when the child is sick. Parenting is the school drop-off and the pick-up. Parenting is the sacrifice. Parenting is lonely. Parenting is when you have to make the difficult decisions. It's not the birthday parties and the summer holidays and all the good things that Davido's money can afford. You did the hard work. You're doing the hard work. And I know you love your child. I will say this though. If you knew at any point and time that your lawyer was going to bring out that card, that was a very low blow because that's Imade's brother too. Imade has brothers and sisters because Davido has children with various women. Those are all of her sisters and brothers and they need to get to know one another. Because when we leave this earth, they're going to be together. They're going to be what? They're going to be together. I want you to also, and I know that you have tried, I want you outside of the lawyers, outside of all of this, find a way to reach out, not only to Davido, but to Choma. We have to be mature here. If you really want the best for Imade, you would. Because the truth of the matter is, she needs her father. The father is the first man a girl falls in love with. The father's love will determine how she will carry herself in life in all of her relationships. If she feels rejected, that's the acceptance that she will take when men reject her and think that it's okay to be treated a certain way. The father has to have a presence. You will tell me, Fumi, you don't know how far this goes. I'm not saying that he cannot be there. I'm talking about when he doesn't show up. I'm talking about when he disappoints. I'm talking about him not doing this. I'm talking about how he's punishing me. I get it. I am not attacking you. And I am not saying that, oh my God, you are at fault. No. It takes two to tango. All I am saying is that sometimes in order for you to win, give him the floor. Let Imade go to Davido's house. Do you know why? Davido's house is now the safest place in the world for a child, for the nature of what happened to Ifeanyi. It will never happen again. That's how safe that house is. He's an artist. I saw him at Juvia's place. If you saw the crew that came with Davido, my God, the pressure to come up there and perform, knowing that he's crying in his heart. It's a tough call. Think about what happened to him. And for you to say, Bego, no, not my child, because it happened to Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi is also your child. Ifeanyi was also your child. If Ifeanyi was Imade's brother, he was your child too. All are punished. Nobody walked out of here winning anything. I want you to think. And for you to dance, to jeer it in his face. It was unnecessary. Because a quiet success is always the obvious success. Because they'll look at you and say, look, we did not even see Sophia. Sophia didn't even this thing. That's it. But we see you dancing and it's combative and it becomes conversation for the blogs. That's why I have to come out here and cover it, because you were dancing, God, oh, hey, oh, this, that, or whatever. God did not approve of that behavior. God did not approve of that bad attitude. That's bad attitude, because it doesn't help Imade. It doesn't. Because you know what? Davido said, I give up. I give up. You know where that give up came? It was too close to Ifeanyi. He felt that, Ifeanyi, I'm sorry that you came into this chat. I didn't see it coming. And that's the difference between Adam and Eve. Men, always be careful of us women. You don't know us like that. We can be sleeping with you, under you, and we're planning and plotting for your grave. First thing, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Don't play with us. He's upset. He regrets that Ifeanyi came into that courtroom. He didn't see it coming. That was his mistake. He shouldn't have been there. He should have let his lawyers deal with your lawyers. But I believe that arrogance, cockiness, money went into the chat and it blinds you. It blinds you and you didn't see it. Don't be that mother. Don't be that baby mama. Be respectable to always Imade. Once you have a child, they're the ones in charge, because they're the ones that come first. I wish you the very best. I truly do. And I want you to think, pick what is best for Imade. For Sophia's lawyer, you did your job. It was calculating, it was malicious, it was vindictive, and it was cold, and it was heartless. And it was motherless. That's the good job that you did. You can take from it what you want. You went in there, you won the case. But exactly what case did you win when it comes to Imade? I understand that you have a client and you want to make sure that the client wins. That's what she's paying you for. I only wonder when you go to sleep at night if your conscience asks you that how much did she pay you? How much was it worth for that child not to have the father in his life? The money will come and go. The conscience stays and it sleeps with you close at night. It's only you and your conscience. And so you have to make peace with all of your decisions that you make. Do you know that there are situations here I sit upon where people bring certain cases to me and I don't take them regardless of the money. I don't take certain brands regardless of the money. Because I have a conscience. Because when push comes to shove, Fumi, how much will it really cost you? Because karma is something else and it will come back to you. Before I go, I'm also going to bring Choma into the chat. I started crying again when I saw you at your wedding in Miami and you said to Ifeanyi, your loving mother, Choma. Choma, you also have a role. You're a mother of all mothers, and we support you. You also have to reach out to Sophia, because your children are brothers and sisters. We play a big role in our husbands' lives, in their careers, in their personal lives, even with their families. And we have to guide them because they trust us, because they are with us, and we know how to reach them in their hearts. This should never have come to court. We have to find a medium, because if you love your husband and you want the best for him and you want him to perform at his excellence, then you will do for him without him knowing. He doesn't have to know. Call up Sophia. Sophia, how are you? I know you'll be saying, why are you calling me? But we are mothers and we mother each other's children. And as I'm saying this, Sophia, I do hope somewhere along the line, when Ifeanyi went to our father, you reached out to her to send her love and comfort. Because you see, this life, I have learnt in my 56 years on this earth, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. Nothing. From the minute that you wake up to you go to your bed, thank God. Because nothing is guaranteed. And settle this between you. Settle it. Settle it for Ifeanyi. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking